Hello everyone, we're live with a new stream. So today I'm first going to show you how to configure a gamepad with the game and how I configured the arcade stick. So I needed to grab it first, so let me get the wire off. So this is an Xbox One controller. This is a simple one, this is not the one, the newest one. This is like 4 or 5 years old. So to start first, you have this program called REWESD or WASD. So this works with the Xbox controller, it works with the PS3, PS4 and arcade sticks. It basically works for everything, like even a video shield or the Switch. You can even play SpacePort with the Switch if you want to, in this way. Switch controllers then. So it has a 40-day free trial and it costs only €6 or dollars. It costs almost nothing, basically. It works also with all the games, even modern PC games, and the advanced joysticks. But also with arcade fight pads, arcade sticks, I mean, so that's not said, but okay, I'm gonna try to explain this very slowly. So we have installed the program, it opens up like this, but I'm not gonna use my keyboard or the mouse on the program, so I'm gonna insert my keyboard, my controller, sorry. So then you see in the left button, it will automatically pop up. This is this controller. So you can make a new profile. So when you're first gonna make it for SpacePort, you're gonna add. And then you can select what you want to use. So what I just did is I will now configure this stick, just for example. So I click on it. And then I say, okay, so is there no sorry, you need to click the bottom part of the stick. And then it says WASD. That's where you select then. And then it will work the way. You can still add it more. So if you go here, go to advanced. Because your reaction speed / activation, you can set them in a lot of ways. I put them on aggressive, because if I put it on default, it will move a little bit later. I tried instant, but that is too great. It strain your fingers faster, so I like to put it on aggressive. So when you done that, you click on apply here, and then you have it configured. And if you want to have like the, 1 second. Do I go back again? It's also fine. So if you want to configure like space, so I use space on the A button. That is also the lower button on my arcade stick. So this is space, and this is shift for the left shift for the missile. And use the enter button on the start button on the controller. I also put it on this button, so they both are enter basically. You can also put it on the D-pad, but I don't really like the D-pad for this game. So this is kind of how you configure it. I will now go to the SpacePort website. I don't even know if it's connected properly actually. No, it's not connected. 1 second. Let's do that off screen actually. Never mind the connecting point. I'm just demonstrating now. So else I cannot put it on my video. I'm gonna make 2 videos. So now you see we are in the game, right? So you have here the controller. So you remember I put it on the left stick. So if I now move the left stick. One second, why is it not... my excuses, why is it not working? It should work. Yeah, so you always have to apply your configuration. I forgot about that. So why is it not working now when I'm trying to show something? Is it because maybe because the arcade stick is also in it? Yeah, sorry. So do not put 2 controllers in your computer, because then you have the same problem that I have right now. So as you can see, I put it on the left stick and it will work. That's all what you need to do. It's really actually kind of easy. I'm just trying to explain it as slow as possible. So let's do a small test game and then I will show the arcade stick and the different modes and why I put it on the creator mode. So you press on the start button, which I configured, and then you can move the ship with your control stick, as you can see. Well, then put the A button on space. I will demonstrate it in a few seconds. And I use 2 lasers, fine with the controller. I've got 10 million ones with the controller, so the controller isn't a viable solution. For some people it's the best solution. I still like the arcade stick better personally. So I will die here. So that is how the controller works. It's very easy to configure. You can use the same profile for different controllers, you don't have to make a separate profile. And we're now disconnected from the computer. So now we're gonna move to the fight stick. As you can see here, so this is the fight stick I have. And if you look to the specs, you can find a link to Amazon to it, if you want the same thing. It requires practice, but within a week you can be pretty good with it. So you plug it in, the same way as the Xbox controller in the computer, so it will automatically already... Oh, you cannot see that on the webcam, sorry. So it will seize itself as an Xbox controller. But there is a reason to this. Like, you have 3 ways how you can connect this. So the top is X input, and Xbox controller is X input. That is this model where this is from. So that's why it sees itself as an Xbox controller, and this is the best mode for the PC to use. You can also connect the Xbox controller and do it like this. So it will try to reconnect. And then you put the Xbox controller in here. But that is if you want to use an Xbox steering in another console or something. Some consoles require you to do this, but do not connect it this way. It works, but it's not efficient. And the way down is for Neo Geo and for PS3. So this one. So do not put it on that. That's for the PS3. Maybe PS4 as well. So you put them in the top again. It will reconnect. It will say here, SpacePort configuration active. Because I made it a profile before. Actually, I want to keep the webcam here. So I put this button, this is the A button, I put on space again. And this button I put on the left shift to fire the missile. These buttons are unassigned right now. Unless you get more weapons into SpacePort, I want to use the other buttons. But and then I would most likely add the first one here, and then here. then here, and then like here. Because those buttons are easy to reach these ones. Let me see. So it will show us an Xbox 360 controller, which is fine. You just gonna delete this one. Doesn't matter for now. So, but basically, if you want to configure this, you want to configure this white understick. So this white understick, that is this stick. So when you hear a little click, that is the activation point. So the click is the activation point. You will get used to it. It will be a little bit noisy, but it's actually not that loud. You can also put in a hexagon, so you can like go. You can go 8 directions. There's also one with more directions, but I do not recommend that. Just get the 8 direction one. It's perfect for this game. There's no reason to change it. Oh, I'm actually messing up the configuration. 1 second. Yeah, okay, now it's back. Let me just say if it's still on aggressive, because I'm used to it that it is on aggressive. So to answer your sec, it is much more efficient than the keyboard in my opinion. You can play longer with it. It might not be as accurate always, but you will get used to it. Some movements are actually more accurate with the stick. You can make movements that are almost impossible to do that accurate with the keyboard. So this rotation, vertical axis, horizontal axis, you do not want to touch. Use digital 8 directions. You would only do that thing with a D-pad that can go 8 directions, but I would not touch this, it's not needed. You can go very deep into the configuration, but that is not my choice. I want to keep it as natural as possible. I just wanted that it works, and I learn my own muscle memory on the way, and that the activation is very quick, so I put it on aggressive. So that's it. It's kind of easy to use. I really recommend the software if you want to use a controller for this game. So I will make a video from this. It might be a bit choppy, but I like WAV videos. I don't like overly edited videos. So I'm just who I am, and that's how I make videos. So let's now play with the arcade stick.